Guys, so I guess y'all already saw the gaming while black stuff. I guess y'all saw it. I only caught a glimpse of it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Now, the other day, I know when I guess she was at the Game Awards. Oh, by the way, we're stalking, guys. We're obsessing over her. We're stalking and obsessing over her, y'all. Oh my god. Uh, I think when she was in Los Angeles for the Game Awards, she posted photos that she was going to take part in this, and it's interesting enough because it's a gaming while black documentary, and I don't know if you guys know. At least, like, I'm not trying to be a bigot here, but she doesn't look black, right? I don't know. She could have like 9%, 10%. I don't fucking know, right? Anyways, we're gonna look at the thing. Hopefully I have my sound good to go. Hang on a second. That's gonna be way too big, and that's not. It's not what she said. We'll zoom in just a tad. All right, there we go.
The best ideas come out of not being the same.
There were just like little breadcrumbs along the way of like, oh, wait a minute, there's me in here somewhere. You want?
So the best ideas come from not being the same. Yeah, there's some pretty good responses. What's up, T2AV? Oh God, Ryan. Guys, we all know the joke that we're thinking here. We all know the joke that we're thinking here, all right? We all know the joke that we're thinking here. The last time I made a joke like that, I was accused of sexually harassing her. So I'm not going to say it, okay? I'm not condoning it. So these people are already saying like, God damn, Jen, you guys are brutal tonight. That's awesome. Everybody can be different, but the thing is, and I haven't even started this, these guys they only are different from identity politics. That's what they look at it as. What happened to being different because of your personality, of your capability and your ideas and stuff. Like, I've never been like, oh, I'm different because I'm Hispanic, right? When I'm in a group activity, like, imagine when you're like in school, whether it's elementary school, middle school, you do a group activity, and it's set up to where like you're like, oh, we all have to be, this guy has to be Mexican, there has to be a black, an Asian, a white, a gay, just so we can all, yeah, Paper Liger said it, so we could have our participation trophies here, right? So we could all just have our diversity trophies. So that's what this is, and without even like starting into this, this is like literally a identity politics gaming documentary. And at the end of the day, even though it is diverse, like it's celebrating diversity, it's actually exclusionary out of everything, right? This is a Kim Belair shirt. Are you serious? Anti Dark Mind just said this is a Kim Belair shirt. Is this legitimately a Kim Belair shirt here? Is he literally wearing Kim Belair on his shirt? Thank you, Furious Dan, for the super chat. You're really happy I'm okay since the last stream. What happened the last stream? I streamed on Wednesday. What's up, Devastatia? It is? This is a fucking Kim Belair shirt? Wow. Okay. All right, let's continue.
To just recognize that this is important without the extra gasoline on the fire.
Sounds like a snowflake without the extra gasoline on the fire. So in my ways, and by the way, we got a super chat. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat. I got a different monitor over here. Thank you, Blackguard 4 with the $10 super chat. And I have no idea why we don't have the alerts going on. Come on. It says, we got to celebrate our differences. You all know the jingle. Finish it off. Fury's Dan, that wasn't the last live stream. Thank you, though. It was Black Wonder Woman. Hold on. You know what? That is a Wonder Woman shirt, isn't it? I think that is a Wonder Woman shirt. They don't look black though on the shirt. Maybe a light skin, like lighter. But oh well. Either way, that's here nor there, right?
On fire. I want to see more creators that look like me.
There's been a lot of examples of representation of Black people in games that have rubbed me the wrong way.
Reputations of people. Well, I gotta reset that. I'm so fucking distracted right now. So distracted right now. I'm sorry.
Have rubbed me the wrong way.
Hold on.
Games that representations of representation of Black people in games that have rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh God. Can you guys think of any representation of Black people in games that have rubbed you the wrong way? How many Black people are in here right now? Just a quick survey. How many Black people are in here right now? Is anybody here Black watching this? Do you feel the same way? I don't think I've seen any bad representation. Or, you know what? Just as a Mexican, I don't think I've seen bad Mexican representation. If anything, I don't see, and I'm not trying to sound like a snowflake when I say this, I'm not seeing enough Mexican representation in games unless we're like gang members. You don't see us complaining about it. All right, now go on.
The moment I heard like, oh, we don't want to help you because we don't know that many Black folks, I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it myself.
Are you kidding me? These guys are like gaslighting themselves. Alucard says they're Black and they say, nope, there you have it. Oh, God. Isn't she like... You know what? Because she's always making fun of people's looks and their age and their appearance. Which, by the way, when I did that to her, she flagged me for harassment because it's TOS to talk about the way people look. Isn't she only like 32? Why does she look like she's aging rapidly? Like, she literally looks like somebody's woke liberal, like, grandma trying to be cool. Like, and why is she wearing her fucking hoodie? I don't know, dude. I'm just saying. Carl Bro says she looks like a grandma trying to do the how do you do, fellow kids. Looks 42 right there. She's ruined her skin with bad tattoos and drugs. I mean, yeah, all fair.
Just because, like, I happen to be Black doesn't mean, like, get to show, like, Black things. Like, oh, like, he listens to rap, he likes basketball. Like, I grew up playing baseball. I love hockey. I'm Canadian. Just make...
That explains it. A lot of the shit's Canadian stuff. No offense to my Canadians, but y'all are pretty woke.
Make the person great who just happens to be Black.
Sometimes to write for Black voices, you need a Black voice behind it.
Why is this shot like a fucking... like a rap documentary?
We stand with the people who work at our studio. We stand with a more diverse industry. We support the concept.
Hold on, what studio does she work with? Why is she talking like she works for a studio?
We stand with the people who work at our studio. We stand with a more diverse industry. We support the concept of a more diverse industry, telling more diverse stories.
Yeah, you know what? I think this is when she went to Canada, right? She went to Montreal and then she went to Los Angeles. I think she got interviewed in Los Angeles for something as well.
There's plenty of games out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it.
There's plenty of games out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it. The problem is they say that, right? These people say, if you don't like this, don't buy it. But then they're literally going to every gaming studio and they're complaining about what's in those games. They're literally making DEI in every single thing. So you're telling people, if you don't like it, don't buy it. But meanwhile, you're trying to infect every fucking studio out there and push all this DEI stuff in every single thing. Everything. Now, somebody said, why is she so yellow? That's the lighting in the room, guys. That's the lighting in the room. I don't think she has jaundice. That's the lighting in the room. Now, a killer meme came out of this. There's like a screenshot right here. Where is that? I mean, look at that. Look at that shot. Anyways, the nose ain't black, just saying, says EG. She's got some Sanpaku eye. What is Sanpaku eye?
If you don't like this, don't buy it.
Like I want.
Is this Booty Adams? That's Booty Adams, right? That's what like Hypno and Atreus and all them call him, right? This is Booty Adams. I don't know him. I've never really talked to Booty Adams, but I recognize like the beard and the glasses. It's the Moo. See, I'm not caught up. I'm not caught up to the lore, Zealousy and Mr. Blade. I'm not caught up to the Booty Adams lore. You guys will have to clue me in. Maybe if you guys join my Discord. We do have a Discord, by the way, and where we got shenanigans and stuff going on in there. Botrix will post the Discord link here in a minute. Make sure you guys join. We'll hang out after the stream tonight. Botrix, are you going to post it, Botrix? Come on. I just did command Discord. Botrix is taking way too long. There it goes. So there's the Discord if you guys want to join in.
I want to understand that like this is for you, like in a real way.
Gaming while black, sucker.
Oh, that is tough. That is tough.
What is tough? So that's Booty. So let's look at the responses. All right, so J Viper, shout outs to J Viper. Shout outs to J Viper. Hypnotic has a clip of his face on a baby cow's body saying moo. Oh, that's funny. I'm going to have to pay attention to that next time. So here's J Viper. Shout outs to them. Saying, did you cross the aisle to talk to black folk that don't play the victim card, or did you just stick to your echo chamber with an out-of-work white savior asking most of the questions? Wow. That's actually pretty fucking funny right there. Shout outs to Jay. He got 47 fucking likes. Almost fucking ratioed the fucking trailer, actually, with the likes. I don't want that to play again. Big Dave. Shout outs to Big Dave. I don't know if they're in here. They follow me a lot on Twitter. None of the video had any info on how exactly black people are treated in gaming. Not one. Just likes and dislikes. Yeah, that's the thing is, honestly, the only person that was really saying anything was Mercante. And then the other girl that said she was upset about how black representation is in games. But what did they explain the issue? Was there any kind of narration? Was there any kind of I guess dialogue? Like, don't you think they would say like, hey, the gaming industry is evolving and it happens naturally, right? like there was no like backstory. Like, imagine when you watch like a trailer, usually there's like a narration. There's some kind of like story about it. All it was just a bunch of black dudes literally walking around to hip hop music, and then Mercante and that other girl talking. To be honest, it really wasn't like much of anything. Whoa, we got another Did we get another 10 gifted, or is that the same 10 gifted? I think that's the same 10 gifted. I'm sorry. My computer is starting to freeze. Give me 1 second. There we go. But it almost seems like 9 times out of 10, these people that are like activists for identity politics and crap, they're not really giving a crap about fair equality. They're not really giving a crap about representation. I think they're just, in my opinion, doing stuff for attention. Doing stuff for, hey, look at me. And just bitching about it. Like no activist that gets stuff done, no activist that means well, does stuff spitefully, right? Nobody that does any kind of real activism to help people does stuff spitefully. Not to stick it to chuds and all that. Like, do you think Martin Luther King Jr. was hateful? No. What's up, Big Dave? Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, Big Dave right there. We just shouted you out, by the way. I did mail the medallion. I said that earlier, Prater. I guess you might have missed it. I sent off the medallion. I tweeted about it. I sent the medallion off. So I'm not in the curse anymore. I'm not affected by the curse at this moment. I sent it off. Don't support Sweet Baby Inc. says, I have a lot of black male acquaintances, black gamers, and they play video games that have women who look like this. You won't generate an iota of what Asian developers who make millions from the sexy white women in their game. Opportunists, exactly. Thank you, Ancient Reapers. I appreciate that. I did accidentally touch the Sonichu with my thumb, but we're good. Look up Fed Up Majority. Fed Up Majority. Says, what race is drivel? Yes, keep making games by focusing on race. And we'll keep taking the advice of don't like it, don't buy it. At least one of the guys in this trailer had the right idea. Just make good characters who happen to be black. The rest of the people should take advice. And that's what it is you have to have, like, fair, like, criticism of the state of things. Like, just don't be, like, sound like your butt hurt. And I'm not trying to be hateful when I say all this. You know? I'm not trying to be hateful when I say all this. Griftivism is activism, but it's a grift. And that's the funny thing is they all... Could you guys imagine if any of us right-wing rage bait grifters made a documentary that was anti-DEI and made like a presentation like this and talked about it, how much they would call us grifters? Can you imagine if we made like a documentary about DEI and all this nonsense? We would be big old grifters that, you know, are using our people and this and that. Even if we didn't crowdfund it. If we did the same thing that's on the opposite spectrum, 110%. JG says activism is mostly just all show and little real change. To be completely honest, that's what it is. Why was everyone so happy to buy outfit DLC for Stellar Blade when they usually call such DLC greedy crabs? To be honest, I haven't seen many people complain about DLC in forever. I remember like the 360, Wii U, PS3 era, even PS4 and Xbox One, people were complaining about it. But I think DLC and microtransactions are much more accepted. Also, the DLCs, if they're more cosmetic, I feel people aren't opposed to that. I don't think anything that was for sale as far as DLC goes in Stellar Blade was pay to win. The problem is when it's a pay to win DLC. I think that's where people have more of an issue with it. If it's just cosmetic, especially like for example, Fortnite, none of the stuff that you can buy in Fortnite has a competitive advantage. It's just all purely cosmetic. So cosmetics, I think, are genuinely more accepted than than if you buy something that gives you an edge. So I think that's why. We got some more people coming in here. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys smash the like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you haven't. I lost about 30 subscribers the last couple days. Yeah, pay to win is not the way to go. And you can see people are calling it out. Why do you put your race at the center of gaming? You're race-obsessed weirdos. These guys are obsessed with identity politics, y'all. Big-time identity politics. So when will we get beyond race? It's limiting our potential. Do you have any idea how fucking hilarious it would have been if any of the black dudes I started the military with 20 years ago turned to us all and told us he was black and made us talk about it nonstop? It is a race grift, 110%. I do feel bad. Let me check out this studio. Jamal Page. Let me see. Black Sparrow Pro. So this is the studio, right? This is the studio. Let's take a look at their Twitter account. They just had a fundraiser. Hold on. I got to check out their fundraiser. Seed and Spark. The Prologue, a black folk horror film. Huh. That just goes to... That just goes to like a main page. Here we go. Here's another ad for
Hi, I'm Jamal. I'm one of the
Gaming While Black
of this feature-length documentary, Gaming While Black.
And I'm Aaron, the other co-director of Gaming.
So these are the co-directors. These are the two co-directors for Gaming While Black. Jamal and Aaron. And Jamal put this right here. The only Super Bowl ad you need to see. This is back in February, so this was under development since the last year. So it took them a year to get the actual full trailer out. So February 11th, 2024. Took about a whole year. What's up, Knucklehead? Shout-outs.
Hi, I'm Jamal. I'm one of the co-directors of this feature-length documentary, Gaming While Black.
And I'm Aaron, the other co-director of Gaming While Black, even though I'm clearly gaming while white.
God. Even though I'm clearly gaming while white. What the fuck? Oh, my goodness. We gotta watch that again. I'm looking at homie's face right here.
While white.
Perfect. Some of the topics of this documentary are going to cover the origins of gaming within the black community, some roadblocks that we see today, and how we can move forward in the future. And so what we want to do with this documentary is highlight the creators.
He said the thing. He said the thing. Yeah. Ryan had it best. He said the thing.
People in this space that are already doing the work that we need to be done, and find ways to get their voices heard more, find ways to hear other voices that may not have been heard yet, and talk about...
I can already tell you right now, this pitch is doing way better than the video that had Mercante in it. This is at least Jamal's fucking at least giving why they want to do this documentary, and they don't seem spiteful, but my God, what a difference a fucking year makes between their video, which was February, and then the one that just came out today. Which one seems less aggressive towards the gaming industry, right? This one. This one that came out almost a year ago seems less aggressive, less spiteful, less hateful. I think these guys don't realize who they got in bed with Booty Adams and Mercante and a couple other people. I think they don't know who they got in bed with.
Hear other voices that may not have been heard yet, and talk about what's in the future. Where do we go from here? Do we stick to the path that we're on with the great people doing the work that they're already doing? Or do we need to look into it further? And if there's any changes that need to be done, I think that's a thing that we should examine through this documentary.
I think what's most exciting is we want to cover a variety of spaces, not just in video game development and talent, but also in the streaming world. How can we lift up more of those voices? And
see, they're a little bit less upset. Now, Dad says they blame the white guy here. I don't know. I don't know anything about this guy. I know he blocked everybody when they gave him shit about being with Mercante and having Mercante in the movie. I know damn well he had to like private his Twitter account and stuff like that.
Showcase those creators and their talents and the voice that they have and the thoughts that they can bring to the table.
Yeah.
Or if you'd like to donate, filming's not cheap, and we are hoping.
If any of us, if I made a documentary about DEI and gaming and calling it out, I would 110% be called a grifter if I raised money for it.
To actually be able to travel to the locations of these creators, not necessarily have to bring them to us.
Yeah.
So we can shoot within their environment and interview them where they are.
We want to come to you.
Poor guys getting in touch with Mercante. I'm going to see what the comments were like a year ago. So that's the Kind of Funny Games logo back there. So I don't know if Kind of Funny is, I don't know if Kind of Funny is involved with this, but let's check the hashtag out. I'm falling down this rabbit hole before we start to roast it a little bit more. It does not look like there's anything involving. Nope, does not look like it. So anyways, there's already been some fire memes coming out of it. I got 108 likes, plus I liked my own. There's some fire memes already coming out. Shout out to Smash JT. He posted this screenshot, and I used it. I said, my face when someone drives a half hour somewhere. Oh, hey, what's up, Hypnotic? You have a new documentary? So, yeah, look at this. Smash. Hey, Just Craig says, been a black guy my whole life, been playing video games my whole life. Never crossed my mind being black and playing video games as an issue. Same with me. I'm Hispanic. I'm Mexican, and I've never been like, oh, I need more representation for Mexican boys and girls, and I've never felt like I struggled because I was Hispanic. You know what I mean? Like this whole, I think this whole identity politics thing is like the gen that came after me. Like, what's that gen? I was born in 84. That's millennial, right? I think the tail end of millennials and now whatever the fuck they're called is the issue. Hypnotic says he posted on X. Let's check it out. We're gonna take a quick detour to check out Hypnotic's documentary. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Yo, I want to be interviewed in this, Hypnotic. Can my Mexican ass be interviewed? So it says, so after the announcement of the incredible documentary titled Gaming While Black, I've been inspired to start my own documentary based on a true story. I'm officially announcing Gaming While Spick. It will be a stunning story of what it's like to game while being a spick. Oh, stay tuned for the crowdfund. I cannot wait to bring this story to life as representation is extremely important. We want to live in a world where our race is not the only thing we talk about and not the only thing about our personalities. And the best way to do this is to make a documentary where race is the only thing we talk about and is the only thing about our entire personality. Thank you for your support. And he has the Spick and Span logo. I mean, it's facts. Basically, that's what this Gaming While Black documentary is. I mean, it really gave no information of the importance of what they're being activists for, what they're fighting for. And I'm going to quote tweet it. Hang on a second. Proud to announce that I will be interviewed in this documentary. All right. Go gas that up, by the way. Let me link y'all to this tweet. I'm gonna link y'all to the tweet. Go gas that up. Go like Hypnotic's original tweet. Gas it up. Kira says Mercante's already boiling steam between her ears. The kettle's ready to blow. Oh, man. So, oh, damn. Fucking people are already replying. Smash with the, oh, great call. Maybe I'll use my lawsuit when in for a Gaming While Guido doc. Oh, God. Gaming While Guido. Get some fucking gabagoo. Is that's what the mafia, the gabagoo and fucking, I don't even know. Is fagua? Fagua is an Italian thing, right? Fagua. We've been called the Mexicans of Asia. Can I be in the dock? Antoine, are you here? Antoine, are you Philippine? That Philippines, the Mexican of Asia. As an Asian, 10 out of 10 would watch. Let's celebrate our differences. So, biggity bang, guys. Banger fucking tweet. Biggity bang, banger fucking tweet. And yeah, so I posted this because this was back, I think, at TwitchCon or the Game Awards or something. I think it was TwitchCon. She was in, or San Diego Comic-Con, one of those, where she was in California. She went to a barcade. And like an hour and a half later, Smash took a selfie outside of the same barcade. And this was actually an older story, guys. I know it just recently came out, but it's because some of her friends were bringing the story out and talking about it. And essentially, she was trying to say that she was stalked. So the joke is she said that he took like a half hour out of his way. Like it took him a half hour to get there. So I'm like, my face when someone drives a half hour somewhere. And he took that, and we got some replies. So it says, when I purposely dox someone on social media for the whole world to see, then cry foul when it happens to someone on my side. I think we found a new meme. I mean, the new Mercante meme dropped, which is why I had to use this on my thumbnail for tonight's stream. Tonight's stream. And it's going to be on people's videos. Now, I don't know what happened, but we ended up getting on notifications here. What happened? Why did it fucking change? Anyways. Okay, we'll just go ahead and look at this. Oh my God. J fucking Viper said that this was Mercante's role. This is Piper Perry. Classic fucking scene. Classic scene. Don't insult her. Don't insult her with that. Big Dave says, Gaming While Black. What the fuck is she doing in this documentary? Let's go ahead and see what else is going on here. Apparently there was a rate. Oh, wow. They're actually kickstarting it. Old Man Grim, shout out to them, says, holy shit, it's a crowdfund. They barely managed to raise 365 of the 5,000 they're shooting for. And from what I could tell, based on the announcement video upload date, they had this crowdfund going for 10 months now. So Old Man Grim just took a screenshot. It's a fundraised. It's literally being GoFundMe. If we did this, there would be a fucking outrage. There would be an absolute fucking outrage if any of us fucking funded for like an anti-DEI doc. We probably should. We should definitely make a real documentary. I know Hypnotic made that joke, but we should make like a serious, honest to God, like real documentary. Like for real. Like I'll be willing to go travel to fucking do it. So yeah, the money really rolled in. See, the problem is the money didn't roll in because they didn't fucking specify what the real root of the issue is. Only 4 donations here. Here we go. We're on the fucking dono page. So 4 donations. We're not donating to it. We're not donating to it. We're not donating to this. But 4 donations, and you can see the story of this documentary while the working title of the documentary is Gaming While Black. The sentiment behind that is meant to convey how being black or African American in the gaming space can often feel like existing within an opposing community. And here, let me zoom in so you guys can read it better. That's small ass font. And I'll move it over. Juan Ortiz, is that kind of funny? I don't think he is. Let me see. No, I think it's somebody else. I don't think they're with Kind of Funny Games. Anyways, we'll go back to here. It says themes and introspective of the gaming community as a whole while examining how it handles black and African American voices. Due to the bright pulp culture narrative that is inherent in video games, the visual elements may be fun and kinetic, allowing the viewer to have fun with the film while also digesting larger social issues and commentaries. What? Does that even sound like English? Guys, does that even sound like English? An introspective of the gaming community as a whole while examining how it handles black and African American voices. Due to the bright pulp culture nature that is inherent to video games, the visual elements may be fun and kinetic, allowing the viewer to have fun with the film while also digesting larger social issues. Kenny Lang hit it. Sounds like Japanese. And by the way, somebody else said, Ancient Reaper said, black and African American voices. What's the difference? Now, I was told by one of my black friends that they prefer to just be called black now. That they used to be African American, but that a lot of black people don't call themselves African American anymore. They just say black. So I don't know how accurate that is. I'm not black, obviously. But yeah, what's the difference between black and African American voices? Somebody answer that? Now, this just sounds like gibberish. To me, that's not themes of what a documentary is. Right? Now, Purpose says, above all, the purpose of this film is to elevate black voices that are already doing the work to create a more inclusive space within the community of gaming, while also starting a conversation around solutions that help remove roadblocks for future black gamers and creators. So that sounds like actual. Finally, we have something here. Why didn't they say this? Why didn't they say this in their pitch? Why didn't they have a narrator in there saying this? The purpose of our film is to elevate black voices and make it positive, not make it like where it just sounds like they're bitching and complaining, right? It says this documentary will educate and entertain the large population of gamers with a bigger impact on the developers and companies that create these games. Our target audience extends beyond the African American community. It will resonate with anyone involved in video game culture. The vision of the documentary requires in-person interviews rather than video calls. With that in mind, occasional travel may be necessary with lodging for the documentary team of 3 to 4 people. So Jamal, camera operator, assistant director, producer. I want to know why Mercante was put into this. Can somebody answer that? Why was Mercante put into this documentary other than that she's friends with these people? Tune on. It says, the lasting impact of this documentary isn't intended to be accuse, offend, or cause division between others. My fucking hairy Mexican ass. Are you kidding me? You have Alyssa Mercante in this fucking documentary, and you're saying the lasting impact of this documentary isn't intended to be accuse, offend, or cause division between others? You probably have the most divisive gaming journalists out there. And you're saying that the purpose of this documentary isn't to accuse, offend, or cause division. They literally are in there to be divisive. You also had Booty Adams. You have all these people that are on X and on Blue Sky and on Twitter writing hateful crap involved with this. I think what happened is when they originally made this, they had good intentions, but the people like the squeaky wheel squeaks the loudest, they got involved with it, and now they have Mercante in here, and I think this thing's gonna fucking flop because she's involved. The message of this film will amplify voices doing the already needed work. It will inspire others to do the same, and it will highlight how doing so is beneficial for everyone. We hope this film can bring change to the larger video game community as a whole. If executed correctly, this film could very much change the culture of video games and the companies that create them. With assistance from marketing, film festivals, and additional producers, we believe the film can receive distribution on larger platforms or streaming services such as Max, Netflix, and even Hulu. For more info, go to Gaming While Black. Well, they had updates. Where's the update? They've only had one update, which was today. Thanks for the continued support. Here's a look now at how production has gone so far. We're still in the thick of it. So they've only had 4 donations in the last 23 days. It was created in May, though. Why would you create something in May and it's only received donations the last 23 days? Weird. All right, so here's the official website. Wait a minute, we got a 5-minute announcement. This isn't on Twitter. This isn't on the other thing. Hold on. We got a 5-minute announcement video right here. We're going to take a look at this in a minute. Going on, it says about the film. Donate here. So basically just repeating. This doc will explore the relation of black gamers, developers, and streamers within the video game industry, allowing conversations to be had and action to be taken in regards to creating space for more black creators in the industry. All right, so we'll let's click this real quick. We'll go to the actual YouTube video. Well, I don't think she's getting anything directly funded from here, guys. I think this is a studio that just has her as a part of it. So we're gonna watch this 5-minute feature here. What's up, Paul? We're gonna watch this 5-minute feature here. 10 months ago. Wow. Big Daddy in here says shutting off comments and associating with Alyssa Mercante, you've already killed your rep. So apparently 45 minutes ago, this individual said, put this comment. I'm going to link it if anybody wants to go and check the video out for themselves afterwards, by the way. I linked it. I'm going to leave a dislike just because I'm an asshole like that. I'm going to leave a dislike. So let's go ahead and live react to this. Who's ready?
World premiere.
They got the Jeff Keighley world premiere thing going on.
Yeah, maybe just how to move forward. Maybe stick with what Molly said.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
What? It just randomly jump cuts to this? It randomly just jump cuts to this.
she was right. I think she made it even
Some
simpler.
of the roadblocks we see today is a bunch of white people telling me what to say on camera.
No.
Full Metal says, in my opinion, Mercante's involvement delegitimizes its entire endeavor. I completely agree. I completely agree. Tales of Gore says, brup, brup. I was told, go to newest comments. Let's see. Gross. DOA because you've got tuna fish Mercante in it. All right. Anyways, let's continue.
Collaboration.
Some of the topics of this
Give me just a second.
Okay.
Bunch of white people telling me what to say. Okay, I'm good. Nope, I'm good.
Bunch of white people telling him what to say.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, touche.
Hammer says, wait, is it possible this whole thing is a prank? Like, this is Spinal Tap. No. Because activism is a serious business, folks. No humor.
Hey.
All right, so that was an opening. That was an opening to this.
I've always played video games growing up, and it's always been, I feel like, an afterthought to include people of color, whether it's
See, already he just started, and even though he said he feels like an afterthought, at least he's explaining his inspiration and intent with the documentary. All those other people in that thing didn't.
it's in the game development, in game representation. I am always happy when I do see it. It's just sometimes it comes off as pandering in ways that we don't often talk about as much.
You know why it comes off as pandering? Because it is fucking pandering, Jamal. He says it comes across as pandering. It's pandering because it is. DEI is literally pandering to a modern audience. It's literally pandering. All right? That's why it feels that way. Because they're purposely just putting tokens in there and DEI fucking hires and crap like that. It's literally the definition of it. Instead of just making great characters and worrying about what they look like later. Like when I was taught, like, because I was an English major, believe it or not, but more on the literature side of things, when you're writing a story and you make characters, you give them characteristics and traits first, right? It's 110% pandering because you're focusing more on the identity part of it.
There's a few good examples out there that we definitely want to highlight with this documentary. And there's definitely some examples of things that we feel like
can't spell pandering without DEI.
Maybe done better. But that's what we're here to talk about.
And just to talk about the elephant in the room, yeah, I am a white guy making a documentary called Gaming While Black. But I think that comes from the place of us needing to just sit back and listen. It's not my job to talk and tell you how to think. It's my job to help ask questions that maybe you're too afraid to ask or you don't know how to bring those conversations forward.
The only people that are too afraid to ask questions or have conversations come forward about diversity and multicultural and all this crap are the wokies. You know why? Because they're so offended, or they're so easily offended. They're so scared of offending somebody. They're so scared. You can't even hold like I'm so glad I'm not progressive. I'm so glad I'm not, because how hard would it be to hold a conversation with somebody where A, you have to worry about offending them because you're not saying the right pronouns. B, you're offending them because you're not catering to whatever triggers or anything. You know, like imagine holding a conversation where you have to worry about assuming their gender and offending them or worrying about like you eating meat's gonna piss them off. Like, you can't move conversations forward because you guys don't want to hear conversations that have two sides of it, right? What's up, Jay Viper? Shout outs to you, man. We were just talking about you earlier. I saw your tweet. Guys, go check out Jay Viper, by the way. Subscribe to him if you haven't. What's up, Zombie? But yeah, these guys are so worried about trying to converse with people that you can't. Fight me verbally says I wouldn't have that conversation.
But the most important thing is focusing on the Black creators that we'll be interviewing and really what they have to say.
Oh my God. They already contradicted themselves a year later. When did this come out? 10 months ago. 10 months ago, right? And he just said this. Listen.
But the most important thing is focusing on the Black creators that we'll be interviewing and really what they have to say.
The most important thing is focusing on the Black creators that they're interviewing and focusing on what they want to say or have to say. Meanwhile, Alyssa Mercante is literally in like a prominent spot. I think she talked more than anybody in that trailer, right? I think she had more of a fucking like feature. I literally think she talked more than anybody on that trailer. I think she spoke more than all the Black creators that were on there. Am I wrong on that? Like, she just has to be the spotlight. She just has to be the spotlight. And these guys said the most important thing is listening and hearing out and focusing on what the Black creators have to say. But they have Mercante like smack dab in the middle of it, and she gets more say and more voice, and had this special presentation to where she took like a picture with these people and they posted it on social media. It's like, oh God.
Yeah.
Some of the topics of this documentary are going to cover the origins of gaming within the Black community, some roadblocks that we see today, and how we can move forward in the future.
Yeah, she made the documentary about herself. She actually is making the documentary about herself, because then I guarantee you she's going to compare it to her struggles as a woman. She's going to compare it to, how she gets judged and discriminated against, like Black. Like, it's going to become a sob story, guys. It's going to be a sob story.
It's a story I would have always loved to have told had I thought that there was an audience to listen to it, which, due to my own self-doubts or things that hold me back, I kind of thought that this was a topic that people other than myself and other than people that look like me wouldn't have really been interested in.
I think if people have a good story to tell, if a documentary has a good point, if there's like a good message behind it, a lot of people will show interest in it. It's when you try to come out the gates attacking, sticking it out to chuds, that's where people will start to tune out. It's already failed on delivery, pretty much, to be honest. Bird Talk says, to be fair, it's not out yet. We could bet on what the contents are. I mean, seriously, I think the narcissist, just in the trailer, like somebody said, leave it to the narcissist to make it more about herself. I mean, you've already looked at how they've been promoting it and advertising her appearance on it. I mean, even Aaron, he put a tweet out, and it was glazing her. I need to see if it's private or public, because he protected his tweet, but he put a tweet out essentially glazing her and making her like a focal point when they should have just delivered the message about what this is.
And then one day Aaron brought it up to me, and we kind of had a long conversation about it and came to the conclusion that this was a topic that could help a lot of people, not just people that look the way I do.
Why we picked the gaming community specifically is we both came together through our love of video games.
Bing.
I don't consider this...
I love how you have to have the red arrow. That reminds me of like old school like clickbait thumbnails that used to be on YouTube, where you have to point the red arrows and the red circles to where the gaming stuff is behind them. You know, we know this guy's a gamer because he's wearing a PlayStation shirt, guys.
It's my story to tell it all. I'm really just here to help curate the conversation and bring up the questions that I think a lot of people are too afraid to ask.
See, so he's even like virtue signaling. I'm really here just to help curate the questions and bring to light, you know, a lot of questions a lot of people are afraid to ask. Like, we get it, bro. You're an activist. We get it. You want to put this documentary out. You don't have to fucking like, oh, I'm a white guy though, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm a white guy. Some people are scared about it. It's like, yeah. And then Jay Viper hit it. Why is a white guy doing all the talking?
Ask.
And so what we want to do with this documentary is highlight the creators and the people in this space that are already doing the work that we need to be done, and find ways to get their voices heard more, find ways to hear other voices that may not have been heard yet, and talk about what's in the future.
Now, that's the other thing, though, when they keep saying voices that want to be heard, voices that haven't been heard. That's because they overthink. Everybody overthinks, and that's what this side's like. Oh, we need to make sure that certain voices that haven't been heard. Why don't you just put the people that are best for the documentary on it? I've been in a few documentaries, guys. One of them is on Tubi. There's a couple. They didn't think, oh, the best voices that need to be heard. Just put the people that are going to give the best content, the best input, the best way of spreading the message of what your whole documentary is about. And in my opinion, again, featuring Mercante front and center, I don't know. I just, you know, if I'm making a documentary about black creators, it can be black creators.
Where do we go from here?
I think what's most exciting is we want to cover a variety of spaces, not just in video game development and talent, but also in the streaming world. How can we lift up more of those voices and showcase those creators and their talents and the voice that they have and the thoughts that they can bring to the table?
Yeah. And it is my job to talk, and I'm not good at it. So follow along while we learn how to talk about things that we like.
And if you want to help us at all in this journey, please get a hold of us through this email right here. And if you...
So I guess they're asking for help, people to reach out. Maybe she reached out to them. Maybe she reached out to them. Now, Carl's saying the lag. There's nothing on my end, brother. That's probably you. There's no lag. Click the little live button on the bottom underneath the player. If not, I mean, I can't do anything about it. The game they display in the video is very laggy. Oh, okay. Well, when I hear you saying the lag, it sounds like you're saying it about the stream. Going on a limb that these guys play. Hey, wait, I play a lot of Madden, Kira. There's nothing wrong with that. What's up, Decrypit?
You want to donate, or if you want to be a creator, or if you have ideas, please reach out to us. You can also hit both of us up on Twitter. That's probably where we're the most active when we talk about this stuff. And my Twitter is here now. You're gonna edit
Mine's
that.
Here.
Yep.
Mine's here.
Perfect.
It's
Yep.
this one.
So reach out to us. We're gonna be tagging people. I think awareness is probably the biggest thing we need.
Yeah.
So if you can.
So Just Craig, who is a black man, says this is a bunch of bullshit to me, honestly. I know Atreus was laughing about it, and I know Kaida, both hosts from New Blackstreet, were laughing about this. Laughing their asses off about it.
Retweet, share, tag creators that you want to see be a part of this and see if you think they have some value to bring to the table. We would love to reach out to as many people as possible and start kind of putting together that list.
Yep. Yes. Hello, I'm Jamal Page, one of the directors.
Another
of
outtake.
All Black. Working title.
I mean, that was still...
I guess it's going to be called that now.
That was still a much better pitch than the thing that they posted today, was it not? Let's look at the new comments. Damn. Getting popcorn ready. Created to stir more rage, says Kira. May says this is so sad. Huh. Apparently, somebody called out his wife a while back. Shouts to Mark Fox saying, shocking, Aaron Shawnee talks shit to Smash JT, then goes protected to hide from the consequences of his words. They could dish it out, but they can't take it. And he goes, once you call out my wife, I'm done. Twitter isn't real life, and it's okay to protect your peace from online weirdos. But meanwhile, the girl that's featured right in the middle of your fucking trailer contacted Smash's wife, and you're actively retweeting her, stuff that she's saying in regards to this. Like, literally, why do they do that? Why do they act like, oh, if it's stuff that's done against them, that's when it fucking matters, right? So weird. So weird. So here's the thing. She posted this. This is the thing that got him cooked. This is the thing that he went protected from. She posted, absolutely honored to chat with Aaron Shawnee and Jamal for their upcoming doc. This is going to be huge. And even though their fucking GoFundMe says that this thing is not intended to offend, accuse, or divide, this is what he tweeted. Tell me if that follows what they said, right? You're out here making hateful little YouTube videos. She's in a feature-length doc that will be in theaters, make festival runs, and hit streaming platforms. Y'all are not the same. So you're absolutely lying when you say that you're not causing division. You're not trying to accuse or offend. These guys all fucking try to act like victims, act like they didn't do anything wrong. And then when they get the heat, they go protected. They play victim. It's the same old story. I think she got cooked in the replies, by the way. Let's check the replies. Why is there a zombie next to you? Huge pile of garbage. I mean, they got a little bit of cooked. I know I did. DEI to smash in his legal fund. Mercante, the cunt defending Sweet Baby Inc. ruining games with tax dollars is indefensible. Concord, Dustborn, Unknown 9, fail, go woke, go broke. See you later, knucklehead. I mean, there's some pretty mean replies and shit, but yeah, I mean, these guys poke and prod, start shit, and then they play victim. Oh, these people called out my wife. Who called your wife out? I don't fucking know. Either way, the memes are awesome now.